trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tar Heels offense will be first on the attack. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, we'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Lopez wants to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team isn't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out and they'll have the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lopez to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Goss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight.
Oh, space! And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He leaves it with his back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets rid of it. Takes the grab. It's covered. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Caught near the sticks. It's good. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Keeps it on the draw. And at least they keep him out in the end zone. He's on the 3.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. It's on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So his quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Punt is on its way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play stop.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rogers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. If I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a point.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Give to the single back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got his man downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Complete to start this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Using his legs at Smothers. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, squirted out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. That's caught. It's Culliver. It's a seam wide open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. With the catch, it's gone. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the ball.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage at 3 and just get points before halftime. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And you touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Immediately fires to the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smothers. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Pass interference. Defense.
Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got the first himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do it.
Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The option look. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And the Tar Heels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Lopez to pass. Grab near the marker. It's covered. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Finds his man. It's covered. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. On a little time, lets it go. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Lopez wants to fire. Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Grimes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, what a caught. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. State to open the final period here on first down. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Dropping back, it's Bailey. The short hands, it's Grimes. Bounced off his feet. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Quick spin on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State. Great job out of the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees those defender commit. Boom. Picks the ball. Not only picks the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Goff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up for
Converts on fourth down, still going. Now across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Looking for space. It's gone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Scott.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical. physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Caught behind the line. It's Grimes. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Extra grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. NC State going up tempo.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Using his feet to buy time. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Lost the throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Grimes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back.
There he goes! Wide open space. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Thomas back to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's past the 30. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's caught. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Got some room there at the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught them in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks the tackle.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
Holding. Offense.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.